Okay, so I just got off a consulting call with one of my absolute favorite clients. She's awesome. All of my clients are my favorite, just kidding. And one of her questions to me today was, what should be my marketing strategy? And this is a great question to ask, especially while you are initially building out your brand. I think a lot of people think that they should wait until the brand launches to start marketing it. This is the wrong approach because you want to actually be able to launch your brand with customers ready to buy. And so, what I advise to her is that you should have a pre launch marketing strategy and a post launch marketing strategy. So, for pre launch, if you are someone who is building out their brand right now and wondering, like, what can I do to start building up a customer base? Here are the tips I gave my client. The first thing you want to think about is creating a landing page. So, you want to create a page on your website after you've registered your website domain where you can take email addresses. So, you want to create some kind of incentive to get them to sign up, something like sign up for our email list to be the first to know when we launch, or maybe get 15% off when we launch. Building up your email contacts is so important because you want to be able to email all these people when you're ready to launch and let them know that your site is live. Another way that you can build your email list pre launch is creating some kind of lead magnet, which is like some kind of thing that you're going to give away for free in exchange for email addresses. And so, one way I would go about this is, for example, if you have a sustainable women's wear brand, you can create how to transition into a sustainable wardrobe or something like that. So I would create a free guide on this in Canva with stock images showing how to choose more sustainable options and things like this. And I would actually create an ad. So I would create a Facebook and Instagram ad, put some money behind it, and just think of this as your customer acquisition cost. And then have this ad going around that is giving away this free guide in exchange for email. So, for example, someone can click on that ad. It will take them to a page on your website where they can type in their email address and then get that freebie download of that sustainable wardrobe guide. Again, this is going to help you build your email list so that you have people to contact when you launch. You want to make sure that your lead magnet is relevant to what type of brand you have. So, again, if you're launching a sustainable women's wear brand, you can do something like that. But if you're launching a athleisure brand, lead magnet that you can create is maybe like a healthy recipe guide or something that is associated with your niche. The third way that I would go about your pre-launch marketing strategy is to create a blog on your website. And the blog is just going to help you with SEO, which is search engine optimization. And this helps people find your website, the people you're looking for. So, for example, again, if you're launching a sustainable women's wear brand, you want to create blog posts that's relevant to that type of customer and that has keywords that those customers would probably be searching for. So you can create blogs about how to choose more sustainable fabrics or how to care for linen fabric or things of that nature. And so all of this is going to help your website crawl the search engine so that the search engines will raise your website higher up in the search and that your type of customers will be able to find you. I would also create an email form on each blog post so that when they're done reading, they can see a place to sign up with their email to become a part of your email list and to know when you launch as well. Also, when it comes to pre-launch marketing, you want to make sure that you are securing all your social media. So make sure you're registering an account with your brand name on the social media that you plan to post on consistently. And you don't have to be on every social media. You really want to think about your target customer and where they hang out. So if your target customer is someone that is, maybe 28 to 38, or maybe they're on Instagram and TikTok. So I wanted you to think about where those people actually are. Maybe they're on Pinterest too. Now, people often ask, like, what do I post on my pages before launch? Now, let's say you were on Instagram. For Instagram, you can post mood board photos, right? So, photos that represent the aesthetic and the mood of your brand. You can also post behind the scenes as you produce your collection. So, behind the scenes of you at the factory or showing, a little glimpse at one of your samples and things like that. You can also promote that free lead magnet that you're giving away for email address. Besides posting mood board photos or inspiration photos and behind the scenes, you also want to focus on community building. Find ways to get people engaged. Maybe it's creating educational content surrounding your niche. Maybe it looks like doing entertaining content. Create the type of content that people are going to want to come back to your page to get involved in. One great example of this is the brand Blogilates. Before they created their brand, they were doing YouTube videos teaching people Pilates, and then naturally transitioned into a brand that sold Pilates and yoga gear. So they had already amassed a huge following on YouTube. So when they launched, they had this community of Pilates enthusiasts ready to buy what they were selling. So think about how you can create a community like that surrounding your niche so you can once again launch to customers ready to buy. If that was helpful to you, please like this video and share it with someone who may need it. And if you have any questions about marketing your fashion brand, please leave them in the comments and let me know also which of these methods you're already trying out. Thanks for watching. If you're ready to start your impactful fashion brand, make sure to check out our free resource library at makegoodfashion.com. We're equipping you with everything you need to succeed in the fashion industry. You can also check the description box for a convenient link to head over to our site.